Hey everyone, it's Marla with Nerdy Mom Studios, and today we're back because we just watched Puss in Boots. Now, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, but we're going to go ahead and do a spoiler review. We'll have May and Daniel join at the end to give us their take on the movie. And so, yeah, let's get started. So, the movie starts off with Puss, dancing, singing, fighting, and he ends up dying, getting squished by a bell, and then wakes up at the doctor's office, and or if you want to call it the vet. This was actually kind of funny scene, but anyways, they go through how he just had his last. I guess cats have 9 lives. He just finished his 8th life, so he's on his 9th life, and we get funny flashbacks of how he's died before. One of them was in the oven with, he got burned with Gingerbread Man, Gigi. And then another one's he got mauled by dogs after playing poker. He got crushed by weights while exercising. He got trampled on by a bull while hitting on a woman. And this one was really funny. The shellfish allergy. He kept eating it even though he was allergic and he died. So the doctor told him, you need to take it easy, go retire. This is your last life. You don't have any more chances. So he goes to a bar depressed, and there he meets the big bad wolf guy. Um, and he strikes up conversation with him, but turns out he's a bounty hunter because everyone's after Puss in Boots. And that's when he reveals his plan that he's a bounty hunter and that he's heard that people warned the wolf that if there's anyone that's going to beat the wolf, it's going to be Puss. And so they start fighting. But Puss instantly realizes that the big bad wolf is actually really skilled, and he is putting up quite a fight. And at one point, he loses his sword and he started getting the chills. The wolf ended up cutting Puss in the face with his knife, and that made him bleed. And that's when Puss realizes, like, oh no, I'm gonna die. So he takes off. He buries his Puss in Boots outfit, his boots, his hat, his cape, and ends up retiring to, I think it was Mama Luna's. Is that what it was called? I think that's what it was called. Cat house. That's where he meets Perito. That character was super cute. While he's there, he adapts to being like a domesticated cat, no adventure, has to eat cat food, and they end up naming him Pickles there. While he's there, Goldilocks and the Three Bears come, and they're actually looking for Puss, but not because he's wanted. They want his help in finding a map to the star that grants the last wish. Sorry about that. But anyways, so they leave. They don't find Puss because he looks disheveled and they don't recognize him. And he hears their plan and instantly thinks, "Oh, I can make a wish for my 9 lives again." So he goes and digs up his cape, his boots, and all that, and takes off. It looks like Jack Horner. I've never heard of him, but it's I guess like a storybook character. He has the map delivered to him, so Puss makes out over there, and while he's there, he finds Soft Paws there. She's from the first Puss in Boots movie, and they end up both wanting the map. And while they're both there, Goldilocks and the Three Bears come in also, and um, yeah, they're all fighting for the map. Soft Paws ends up taking it, and Puss and her and Perito end up taking off towards wherever the map is telling them to go. So as they go off on their adventure, Puss and Soft Paws end up, talking about their past. Turns out they were going to get married at one point, but Puss left her. She can't trust anyone. They keep bickering back and forth. Each one wants to hold the map, but each time someone new touches the map, the route to the star, because that's what they're looking for, is the star to make their last wish. Um, Changes. So it's when Puss touches it and when Soft Paws touch it, it changes, but each time it's a very dangerous route. Then when Perito touches it, it changes into like a really jolly, nice stroll to the star because he's so pure, he's so full of happiness, and um, so they end up making him hold the map. So they take off on this really nice adventure, and while they're doing that, Puss and Soft Paws are rekindling, they're flirting. She ends up hearing that he's scared because he's on his last life, so she kind of softens up. Meanwhile, Jack Horner and his 12 Bakers and Goldilocks and the Three Bears are caught up with them, and they break out into a huge battle trying to get the map, and Goldilocks ends up getting the map and taking off with the bears. The bears end up finding their old cabin the story Goldilocks and Three Bears, this bed's too soft, this bed's too hard, this one's just right, and then the porridge and all that. So it was really cool to see that into this story. While they're distracted, Puss and Soft Paws end up breaking in and getting the map back, but Perito gets left behind by accident. And yeah, so now Goldilocks and the Three Bears use him as bait to try and lure them back to them so they can get the map. Puss and Soft Paws, I always want to say Southpaw. Anyway, Soft Paws and Puss end up getting separated, and Puss gets stuck in the Cave of Souls where he meets up with his 8 lives. And they just talk about how he was a legend and how they each died or whatever. But while he's there, um, the wolf comes and they start fighting again. And he's terrified, obviously, again, because he's going to lose his last life. While all this is happening, Soft Paws saves Perito from the Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and Puss ends up making off with the map, escaping from the wolf and making off with the map and getting to the star. And Softpaw sees this and thinks he's betraying her, and turns out they all meet up there, and he's trying to make his last wish, and everyone ends up there. Jack Horner, Goldilocks, Perito, and um, Soft Paws, and they all start battling out for the map. So Goldilocks ends up realizing she already has a family. That's a really touching moment with the bears, and she saves her brother bear and ends up working with Puss and Soft Paws in beating Jack Horner because he wants to make a wish to become the most magical, powerful being in the kingdom wherever they're at. They end up taking down Jack Horner, and they end up getting the map and just ending up destroying it. So no one can make the last wish. So Jack is out of the picture, but in comes the wolf again, and Puss ends up realizing he has one life left and he's going to cherish it and live it to the fullest with the people that he loves because he's always been alone. And so the wolf lets him live his last life, which was nice. So it ended up in a happy ending. Goldilocks and Three Bears stayed a family. Puss and Soft Paws rekindled everything, and Perito's with them. And yeah, that's how the movie ends. We get a scene at the very end and a tease that where are we going next? And Puss says, we're going to go visit some friends, and we get a shot of Far, Far Away. Now, we do know that there is going to be we don't know for sure, but there's rumors that they're making another Shrek movie, which to me, the last two, Shrek the Third and Shrek Ever After, were terrible. I hope that they can make Shrek the way it used to be. 1 and 2 are absolutely, I would say 2 is probably my favorite. So yeah, that's where the movie ends. Hopefully they can, if they do make a Shrek, it goes back to its roots. It was pretty cool. This movie actually got a lot of buzz and a lot of reviews and made me excited to watch it. People were comparing it to Shrek 2. So I really had high expectations for it. I did enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I would not rank it as Shrek 2 or Shrek 1, but definitely better than Shrek the Third or Ever After. Um, I remember watching Puss in Boots, the first movie. Don't really remember what it was about, but this one's funny. I would watch it again. And I love Goldilocks. That's Florence Pugh. I love Florence Pugh. And her character was really funny. Her and the Three Bears. And Perito was hands down the star of the movie. I know it's Puss's movie, but yeah, Perito was my favorite. But yeah, now let's move on to the kids' reviews. All right, Daniel, now what did you think of the movie?
My favorite character is a little dog.
The little dog was your favorite character?
Yeah, and I'll give it my number 1 movie.
So that's your number 1 movie. Did you think it was funny?
Yeah.
What did you think of the wolf? Was he scary?
No.
No, he wasn't scary. I thought he was a little creepy.
I mean, the whistle was scary.
Oh yeah, he has a whistle that he does to let Puss know that he's there, and that was pretty creepy. But do you recommend this movie to other kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Now, May, what did you think of the movie?
It was good. I rated it a 9 out of 10.
That's pretty high. Why did you like it so much?
It was really funny.
What was your favorite character?
Goldilocks.
Gold-
And
Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
yeah, it was like Kitty Soft Paws. Soft Paws.
Soft Paws, yeah. She was pretty cool. She had a lot of action scenes, didn't she?
Mhm.
Yeah. Now what did you think of the wolf? Was he creepy?
Kinda.
Kind of. Was it the whistle?
The whistle made it really creepy.
Yeah. Now would you recommend this movie?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's good. So, would you watch this again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Our kid review. They got really high praises. As a parent growing up watching the Shrek movies, I would give this probably a 7.5 out of 10. It definitely for me did not live up like Shrek or Shrek 2, but it was entertaining. I would watch it again, if it was on TV, I'd put it on. But yeah, thanks so much, you guys, for sticking around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it if you could like the video. That helps the YouTube algorithm, circulate my video so we can get more views and all that. But again, thanks so much for the support. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you at our next movie review, which will be Avatar. We're going to be watching Avatar next week. Thanks, guys.